This video tutorial is a step-by-step walkthrough of some typical question styles that you'll be encountering while taking an Inferences question from a Watson-Glaser style critical thinking psychometric test. In an Inferences question, you will be provided with a passage followed by a series of inferences. An inference is a conclusion drawn from observed or supposed facts. For example, if someone presses a light switch but the light does not turn on, they might infer that the filament is burnt out. However, inferences may or may not be correct. For example, in this case, the bulb could be missing, or a fuse could be blown. For each inference, you will be provided with 5 possible answers: true, probably true, more information required, probably false, and false. True is if the inference is demonstrably true, i.e., it correctly follows from the passage beyond a reasonable doubt. Probably true is if it is more likely to be true than false, but not true beyond a reasonable doubt. More information required is if there is not enough data to make a decision based on the provided facts, or lack of facts. Probably false is if it is more likely to be false than true, but not false beyond a reasonable doubt, and false is if the inference is demonstrably false. Although it is agreed that China is rapidly modernizing its army, there is some doubt surrounding the exact amount spent. The Research Institute PIPPI submits that the annual Chinese spending has risen from almost $31 billion in 2000 to over $120 billion in 2010. This figure is almost double the official figure published by the Chinese government, who fail to include many other areas, such as research and development, in this official figure each year. In 2010, the United States government spent around $400 billion on military defense. Based on the current level of military growth, statistics suggest that China's defense spending could overtake America's by 2030. In addition to military spending, China's army continues to enjoy the largest number of people within the ranks of its army than any other country. The inference. The official figures published by the Chinese government in relation to their military spending are thought to be misleading. Line 3 states that the Chinese government failed to include many figures of spending, such as research and development. Therefore, the inference that these published figures on military spending are misleading is an inference that can be correctly deduced. In this way, the inference is correct. Let's look at another inference. Inference. If there are any anomalies between the published figures on military spending and the actual figures spent, this is merely a clerical error. The passage notes that the official figure for military spending omits entire areas such as research and development on a regular basis rather than on one occasion. This is unlikely to be a clerical error, as it happens more than once, and it is hard to infer from this. However, there is no mention of clerical errors, so we cannot be certain of this, and therefore the correct answer is probably false. Let's look at one final inference. Inference. The Chinese government omits several key areas from its official spending figures, in areas such as military spending, agriculture, human rights, and law. The passage provides information on the official figures for military spending. The passage doesn't detail this, thus we cannot infer, based on this information alone, that official figures from other areas are also incorrect. And as such, more information is required. Thank you for watching this video tutorial. We hope it's been helpful. Best of luck with your test practicing here at Assessment Day.